Star Wars 9 leaks, Luke will display this unbelievable power and destroy an entire ship? Star Wars 9 leaks reveal Luke Skywalker will finally demonstrate unbelievable power as he destroys an entire ship with the Force. Is this incredible scene? One of the greatest complaints about The Last Jedi, and The Force Awakens by default, was that Luke Skywalker never really let loose and showed what he is capable of. This is supposed to be one of the most powerful Force users in millennia, but fans are still waiting for the money shot. New leaks from the Episode 9 sets describe a spectacular moment when he does just that. Will this incredible scene be enough to restore fan unity, stop the backlash and restore balance to the fandom? Or might it make it worse? Even more credence is given to these latest potential leaks by last year's official canon book, Journey to Star Wars, The Last Jedi, The Legends of Luke Skywalker by Ken Liu. One of the short stories describes the crash of an Imperial Star Destroyer during a huge battle over Jakkua. This takes place soon after the events of the Return of the Jedi, as the Imperial Forces were being destroyed across the galaxy. In the story, an Imperial gunner on a Star Destroyer is recalling the terrifying moment he sees a hologram of Luke just before the ship crashes out of the sky. In the book he says, "The bridge went dark. The overhead lights, the view screens, the blinking lights on the banks of consoles. Even the emergency lighting strips on the floor. All around us was the darkness of space. A hologram of Luke appears to reach out its hands towards the gunner as if to choke him, and then the projector explodes." The gunner adds, "I saw that the bridge windows were rapidly filling with expanding columns of energy. A jolt, as if the entire Star Destroyer had been picked up by a giant hand and slammed against the ground. The ship slowed, drifted, stopped, and then the stark lifeless surface of Jakku swung into view, filling the windows, and we fell. Remember that crashed Star Destroyer Rey scavenges at the Star of the Force Awakens? Also recall Episode 9 filming schedules were reported for Jordan. This was one of the original choices to represent Jakku for The Force Awakens. Now listen to this full leak. The leak says, one description specifically describes multiple Star Destroyers in the sky, WTH X-wings getting shot down by TIE fighters over a sandy planet. A cloaked figure appears in a rear shot in a black cloak with his arm reaching out. A mechanical hand with its fingers spread as an Imperial Class II Star Destroyer begins to sink. As it hits the ground, a shock wave is seen with a wave of sand concluding the sequence. This can only be Luke. There have also been reports that Mark Hamill shaved his beard for Episode 9 scenes. This surely implies some sort of flashback or vision of an earlier, younger Luke in action. J.J. Abrams introduced flashbacks with a flourish in Episode 7 and is likely to continue more of the same as he brings the entire saga to a close. It is undeniable that this could be a spectacular moment on screen and finally give a demonstration of Luke's staggering power. But many fans have immediately commented that it would also reinforce how disappointing his actual on-screen scenes were in Episode 7 and 8, and worsen frustration over his loss. Disney, Lucasfilm, and J.J. Abrams have quite a task ahead to try and please such a fractured fanbase. Full story at Mike 0.